Afterword. Thank you for purchasing the first volume of Secrets of the Silent Witch, Another, Rise of the Barrier Mage. This novel is a side story to the Silent Witch series, but it's actually based on a short story I submitted before beginning the web version of the main series. In the original short story, Rosalie Verde was the main character, and the story progressed almost entirely from her perspective. This book is a massively overhauled version of that story. When I was first approached about making the short story into a book, I imagined it would fit into a single volume. My reply was enthusiastic. I'd be glad to put my all into writing it. A few days later, when my editor suggested making it a two-part series, I was astonished. When I said I'd put my all into it, my editor decided to secure a 2-volume slot in advance. That was how, thanks to the thoughtfulness of my talented editor, this side story turned into a 2-volume series. If I hadn't had 2 volumes, the part that takes place at school would have been cut almost entirely. It is no exaggeration to say my editor is to thank for its inclusion. I'd like to use this space to express my incredible gratitude. Getting to write so much has made me very happy. Ms. Fujimi, thank you for providing wonderful illustrations even for this side story. I keep looking at the gorgeous cover illustration, thinking how beautifully the composition came together. It gives a very different impression than the covers featuring Monica for the main series. The color illustrations have so much story packed into only a few pictures. They really are wonderful. Thank you for expressing the world of the story, at times vividly, at times warmly, and at still other times with gentleness. Every time Ms. Fujimi creates an illustration for me, I find myself feeling guilty about something, the way my characters treat their staffs. The characters in this series all have so little respect for their staffs. In this side story, Louis stops carrying his short staff midway through, the reason being that it gets in the way of his rampaging. And Monica, the main character of the main story, uses her staff as a drying pole and nothing else. I'm always at my wit's end, thinking what an awful thing I've done to Ms. Fujimi after she designed such wonderful staffs for my characters. One day, I'd like to introduce a mage who takes very good care of their staff. Regarding future books, Volume 7 of Secrets of the Silent Witch is planned to release in February 2024 in Japan. For Volume 7, I intend for Louis, having matured into a proper adult, to energetically go wild. The second and final volume of Secrets of the Silent Witch, Another, Rise of the Barrier Mage, wherein Louis, having left his rowdy youth behind him, strives to be a gentleman and a wonderful sage, is planned to release in spring 2024 in Japan. I'll be putting my all into writing the second volume as well, so I hope you can give me your continued support. Matsuri Izora.